Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
The Vibes Were Off.
I'm Meg.
And I'm Catherine.
And we are back again.
Back in the saddle again.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know
if that's copywritten, but
please don't come for us.
we're just singing.
We don't have any money
yet. Maybe there's someone out there that would want to sponsor us, though.
Great segue into what I was going to say. But I know that we mention it all the time, but we are just very excited to be able to do this, and we want to keep doing it, and we need your help. So please be sure to subscribe, like, and rate our channel wherever you are listening, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. It also helps us if you leave a comment. Tell us what you think, good or bad. We want to know so we can make our podcast better.
Yes.
So please. Also, if you have any episode requests, you can leave a comment, send us a DM, or good old-fashioned email at thevibeswereoff@gmail.com. So please interact with us. Send us a message. Leave us a comment. We are so excited to get to interact with more of you.
Yes.
And we want to keep doing this.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. I'm checking like a hawk. I will tell you, I am like every hour on the hour.
Yep.
And every new follower is just like the best thing that's ever happened.
It's Christmas morning. Yeah.
It's so amazing. Just, we have new followers, new friends, like Meg likes to tell me she's my best friend.
Well, you're definitely my best friend.
So it's so good.
All right, to I'm definitely your best friend.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I meant to say.
Yeah. No, I have friends.
No, you're my
obviously.
best friend too.
But it's so good to see everybody and all the likes that are coming in and all the views that have been going up steadily.
One listen and we're like over the moon.
We're like, that's it. Call New York. We're going. We did it.
We did it, Joe.
But we would like to do this full time. So anything that you can do, tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure everybody's rating us. If you could write us a review, that would be even better. We are going to start, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, our Patreon. And that would be a really good way for you to support us. Plus, you get some bonus episodes.
Some fun bonus episodes.
Some extra content. And who knows, like maybe we'll throw an extra TikTok dance in there or something. I don't know. But it's going to be fun.
Hate it.
Unless you hate it. We will never do it again. Never do it again. It's going to be so much fun. And we're just glad you're here on this journey with us. I hope we look back in 4 years when we're playing a huge venue.
Oh,
sorry, I didn't mean to spit. We got to try that again.
She's straight to a venue.
So sorry.
She's got dreams, people.
Leave it in. I want to be on
dreams.
Broadway. They'll be like, whoa, wasn't it crazy when we hit 100 subscribers? Like that is the peak of life right now.
That's our dream.
Is 100 subscribers.
So help us reach our dream.
So hopefully we can get to it. But thank you so much, everyone who's listening and you're doing everything. We really appreciate it, honestly.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Yay.
And we also, I don't think we've gotten any comments on it yet, but we need to name our fancy Sasquatch.
Yes, we do.
He needs a name. We want it to be like a group participation.
Yes.
So, and honestly, at this point, maybe like the first person who comments has dibs on naming him.
Did it. We got it.
So be the first.
Do you have any ideas?
I don't.
Mr. or the beekeeper. Is what I have because he has a little bee on his lapel.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's mine, the beekeeper. Do you love it?
It's gonna stay that way unless you comment and let us know. Okay. All right.
Help us.
Anyways, let's get into the episode because we all know that's why you're here. And today we are talking about the survival story of Susan Walters. A lot of the times when you see her, the story is under a different name, last name, and we'll talk about it. But I'm going to call her by the name that she goes by, which is Susan Walters.
Okay.
And to do that, we have to start at the beginning.
Oh, I love a beginning.
Yes. So Susan came from a divorced family and had never really seen a healthy relationship. Because of this, the idea of finding love or a partner never really seemed to be at the top of her list.
Aww.
She did, however, love helping people and made it her career. So she started her journey in the medical field, and by the mid-'80s, she was one of the more experienced RNs in the emergency room.
Oh, wow.
At Providence Portland Medical Center in Portland, Oregon.
That is a tough job.
Yeah.
I spent some time when I did my EMS rotations, and those nurses in the ER are superheroes.
Insane.
Literally, they run. Well, now we have the Pit. I love the Pit. Yeah. Shout out to the Pit. Sponsor us, HBO Max. But they really, like, miracle workers. That's amazing.
Yeah. And one of my really good friends, Brittany, I don't know if you're listening, Brittany. But if you are, hi.
You better be listening.
She worked, I think, as a charge nurse in an ER for a while, which is wild.
Stressful, I fear.
Yeah. So, but we need our nurses. So Susan, she loved her job and she was awesome at it. Because of where she worked, Susan often had to take self-defense classes. So she was one badass lady.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like hospital-sponsored self-defense classes?
I don't know. And again, she's in Portland.
Okay.
So it's like a major city. And I don't know, maybe if you're like a nurse or an ER nurse, you can tell us. But to her, it made it seem like they go through so much in that ER that they either like required it or like strongly encouraged them to take self-defense classes.
Yikes.
Because of the roughness of that ER. So yeah, let us know if you're a nurse and like or like work in the ER. Have you ever had to take a self-defense class or like been recommended to do something like that?
That's so much.
Let us know.
God bless you.
Yeah, but she was awesome, and life seemed like it couldn't get any better for her. But now something was on Susan's mind that hadn't been before: finding love.
Oh,
yeah. So I think she had finally like settled into like her career and her life, and she was like, "Okay, I'm ready to find love now." Yeah. So finally, at the age of 33, she got the push that she needed from her mom and a friend. They signed her up for a dating service.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, you know, back in the 80s, you would have to write a little paragraph about yourself.
Yes.
And it would be printed in a paper.
Okay.
So this is like old school. Yeah.
No, it reminds me of my favorite. This is a tangent a little bit. Sorry,
That's okay.
Everyone. They're going around TikTok right now of the old like 80s and 90s video ads.
Yes.
Where it's like, don't annoy me. I don't like going out. I want to stay at home with my cats.
I love those.
Just so funny.
I love those so much.
Yes. I would like thrive in 80s dating video culture.
I love it. Yes, those are amazing. So kind of like that, but you just had to write a little blurb about yourself. And then in the paper, it would have your contact information. So Susan's little paragraph, of course, did not disappoint. It read, single white female, 33, overweight, but not over life.
Yes, queen.
If you're interested in a bright, funny woman who wants to explore the Northwest, then give me a call.
I am obsessed with her.
I'm like, this is my new motto in life. Overweight, but not over life. She's like, listen, I am who I am.
I bet the responses were rolling in, though.
Well, I'm glad that you said that. Because it didn't take long for her to get a response from 39-year-old Michael Kuhnhausen. So
what a name.
I know.
Not the Kuhnhausen.
Kuhnhausen. Yeah. So that we're going with Walters.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. I get it. Okay, yeah. I'm with you.
So Mike was a Vietnam veteran and had been married once before with 2 young children.
Do we like him?
Oh, I'm going to let you decide.
Kuhnhausen.
They hit it off right away and were married a few months later in December of 1988.
So fast.
Yeah.
We're just like immediately.
Yeah.
Why waste time? She's not over life.
No.
Let's go.
She was ready to go. Yeah. She was like, I'm ready to find love now.
Yep.
And they had great banter. They like talked to each other all the time. They started like going on dates and they were like, yeah.
Let's do it.
It's really cute. I don't think I like wrote it here, but she talks about them going to Reno to get married.
God, yes.
Because she was like, what better way for the gamble of love than to get married in Reno? And I was like, oh, Susan, I love you.
I want to be friends.
I do want to be friends with her. Yes.
Susan, call us up, please.
We want to be friends. So Susan said it was like getting a great deal on a used car.
Yes. She knows her worth is what I'm saying. Okay.
She's so funny. She has so many great little one-liners.
Okay.
Yeah. And so Mike and Susan were happily married and everything seemed to be going great. Mike had his quirks though. So he was a Vietnam veteran, like I said.
Okay.
And because of the war and his divorce, Mike had some anxiety and abandonment issues. And Susan...
Don't we all?
Right?
I got you, Mike.
We are the generation of anxiety. But Susan did her best to support him through it.
Of course, because she's so amazing.
Yeah. She's amazing. He also had a pretty big obsession with sports memorabilia, specifically baseball cards.
Okay.
So people...
Well, perfect.
Yeah. He would spend a lot of time and money on his collection, but the people, like, around him would all say that, like, his collection wasn't really worth what he thought it was worth.
I'm not looking at my husband and his Pokemon cards right now.
Hey, okay.
Should I open it or should I keep it sealed?
Some of those hold a lot of worth.
No, I love the Pokemon
and
cards.
who knows? I mean, I don't know, right? I haven't seen this collection.
Right.
Who knows? Nowadays, it could be worth a fortune.
Right.
Right. So, but not everybody.
I mean, he has a job, right?
He does.
Okay, so he's spending his money.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So he worked as a janitorial manager for...
Not management.
for a string of adult entertainment stores in the Portland area.
You know what? I love that for him.
Yeah.
Like, you go.
Somebody's
got to do it.
Somebody's got to clean.
Wait, was there like a back room in this?
Oh, I don't know. And I hope.
Ooh,
I mean,
it is the 80s.
And it's, yeah.
Yeah.
We're in Portland.
Okay, now I don't like it as much.
But he's managing.
Okay.
And managing multiple stores.
Okay.
So he does a lot of hiring. And it is. Yeah. So Susan was an extrovert and Mike was more of a homebody.
Okay.
She didn't mind slowing down a little for him and doing things at home, and he didn't seem to mind letting her go out with her friends and continue traveling like she liked to.
Great.
So they found like middle ground where they needed to, and they still got to do their own things, which seemed to work out for both of them. They spent over a decade enjoying their marriage, and Susan became very close with his children, and things were good.
Aw.
Until they weren't.
Why? No, we had a decade.
Yeah.
We had a good decade.
A good decade of so what seemed like.
Kids are pretty much almost grown at this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know they might even like have some grandchildren already.
Oh, wow.
By this point.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. So around 2002, Susan started to notice some unusual behavior from her husband. He started to question her about the money that she was spending going out to dinner or the movies with her friends, which was unusual because Susan never boasted, but she made quite a bit more money.
She was rolling in it. Yeah. A seasoned ER nurse with what? Now we're at like 20 years experience at least?
Right.
Yeah. No, she's doing all right.
Yeah. And they were in a good place financially. Like their house was paid off. They were in a good place. So it was odd for him to be questioning her.
Like the $20 dinner.
Right. Yeah. And he would do
it
like almost angrily. Like, why are you spending money on going to the movies? And why are you, like, he was almost badgering her. And it was odd because she was like, this never used to bother you before.
Right. This is a change.
Yeah. It was a drastic change for her.
She's like catching some red flags here.
Yeah, something's off here. Susan's best friend Helen even started to notice something was off, saying that Mike had become more and more negative. So she recalled like something as simple as like calling Susan on the phone, and she could hear him in the background just like starting an argument with Susan for no reason.
Right.
Like really odd behavior. And so Susan would be like, all right, I'm going to go. Because it just wasn't worth it to like bicker with him. So some weird behavior from Mike here.
I am going to put my money on a brain tumor.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
I wish. In late 2002, Mike confessed to Susan that he didn't know what happiness was, and he wasn't sure he had ever been happy before. Which is definitely not something you want to hear from your husband of 14 years.
But like, what's going on?
And that's a huge red flag.
Yeah, that's especially like as a nurse, I'm sure that's rolling through her mind.
Absolutely.
Of like, there's an imbalance somewhere. Maybe it's chemical. Maybe it's
definitely else, something wrong. And because like out of the blue to be like, I don't know if I've ever been happy.
Right. That's not good.
That's a wild statement. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she also, Susan mentions that she saw a lot of domestic violence growing up. And she also saw a lot of it in the ER. Yeah. So her, red flags were waving for her at this point. And then also Susan's brother, James, said that Mike had opened up to him about serving in the war and about a particularly traumatic mission where he served going out somewhere and alluded to having to kill children.
What?
In Vietnam.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he said he didn't get a lot of the story, but that they were on a mission and they had to go to a village and they were ordered to kill people in the village and there were children present.
So we're thinking like some sort of PTSD.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So James actually had some experience working with the VA.
Great.
And he said, sounds a lot like you have PTSD and you should get some help.
Right.
So
talk to somebody.
Yeah. So Susan's brother, Susan's best friend, everybody's like, you just need some help. Something's off with you now. But Mike refused.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it seemed like it was getting worse and worse. And he started to chain smoke and also started consuming large amounts of caffeine, which, of course, did not help with his anxiety.
Right.
And
something I deal with frequently.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
And Susan, being a nurse, was trying to help him understand that doing those things it's
not helping.
Not healthy and also not helping his anxiety. And she was like, things have to change pretty fast here because I'm not doing this anymore.
Right.
But he didn't want to hear it. And by the summer of 2005, so she gave him a lot of time from 2002 to 2005
to get some help,
to do something. And she had finally had enough. So she asked Mike to go to counseling with her.
Okay.
He refused at first, blaming counseling for ending his first marriage. Yeah.
Okay.
Hate to break it to you, Mike.
That's not the one.
If you started going to counseling in your first marriage, there were probably issues before you saw the therapist. But Susan issued an ultimatum. She said, go to counseling or get a divorce.
Dang.
And as you can guess, therapy went just about as good as it did with his first wife. And by September of 2005, the couple agreed to a trial separation.
That's just devastating. Especially coming out of nowhere. You're like, I'm living this perfect life.
Yeah.
You have a great family. Everything's fine. And then within a couple of years, you're divorcing.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like everything was perfect.
Right.
But they were happily married. And then it just seemed like it was like a slow decline. And finally to the point where she was like, I can't take this anymore. Yeah. And I wonder though, I wonder if that's how it went in his first marriage. It started fine and great and then just slowly but surely just went downhill. I don't know. But anyways, they were separated and Mike moved in with his father, but he visited the house often.
Okay.
So they now had grandchildren, and Susan was determined to maintain the friendship with Mike for everyone's sake. So she wanted to be able to see the grandchildren, to still see
her stepkids.
Yeah. She liked his family, so she was doing everything she could to just be cordial and smooth things out, basically. Okay. And as time went on, Mike seemed to be getting more and more frustrated. So he didn't like that Susan seemed to be happier without him, and that she was kind of continuing on her life.
Right.
Yeah. So he was like, that's not good for me. So
she's wild.
Yeah. And in response to this, sometimes he would just show up at her house. So that wasn't unusual for him to show up and for them to hang out. But then he started showing up when she had friends over, and instead of hanging out with them, he would sit in the corner and just angrily stare at them.
No. You can't be here.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's so weird.
Yeah, no.
So weird.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was getting to the point where everyone felt uncomfortable. So Susan decided it was finally time to move forward with a divorce after 17 years of marriage.
Jeez.
That's really, really sad. So in the summer of 2006, Susan separated their bank accounts and started the paperwork to divorce Mike. Yeah. So she gave it about a year after the separation, and it just didn't seem like he was willing to work on anything. They went to counseling for a few months, and
nothing.
Just nothing. He didn't want to get better.
Right.
Yeah. So September 6th, 2006 was another ordinary day for Susan. She went to work in the hospital, and after an exhausting 9 hours in the emergency room, she was ready to go home.
Yeah.
On her way home, she gave Mike a call just to check in because she was going to be leaving for a nursing convention soon.
Okay.
Mike seemed almost agitated that Susan had called him, and he told her that he just couldn't take it anymore, and he was going to go spend some time down at the beach.
Oh.
She was like, okay, cool. And he said, oh, yeah, and I left you a note on your door.
I left you a note?
Yeah. So
so like he's going to go hurt himself.
Well, he left the note
vibes
on the door saying he was going to the beach. And then he's like, well, you called me, so I guess I'll like tell you again. But I left a note.
Okay.
She's like, okay. Yeah. She was like weirded out by
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah. And when Susan got home, sure enough, there was the note. She grabbed the note and went inside her home. She turned off the alarm, set her things down, and started towards her bedroom where she could start unwinding from her day. Mm-hmm. It was darker than normal as she got closer to her bedroom door. Her door was slightly open and her curtains were drawn. She usually pulled them back so that she would have light in her room when she got home, but it had been a stressful few weeks and maybe she just forgotten that morning.
No, if you're noticing it, something's wrong.
So before she could form another thought, a large, strange man stepped out from behind her bedroom door.
Ah!
He had long gray hair, a beard, and was wearing a dark baseball hat. That Susan, she thought it was a mask for a moment because it shaded so much of his face. She thought he was wearing a mask, but he was just wearing a baseball cap.
Okay, but you told me about those self-defense classes. Go, go, go.
So he was also wearing yellow kitchen gloves, and he was holding a hammer.
No! Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like the worst thing to come home to by yourself as a woman. You're like, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
I'm like, immediately, we gotta go. You have kitchen gloves on?
Can you imagine?
This is not ending well for me.
No.
You're coming to kill me.
He's not here to have a chat.
No conversations to be had.
Yeah.
Get out.
And he's a large man.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So.
Run.
Yeah. But before she can even move, he began attacking her, striking her multiple times in the head and the face with the hammer.
Jesus.
But Susan, being the badass that she was not going to go down easily. She thought immediately to the lessons her father taught her and the self-defense classes she had taken. Mm-hmm. She knew that if she moved closer to him, that it would be harder for him to hit her with such a full force. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which honestly,
I never even thought of that.
I never thought of that.
We need to take a self-defense class.
And I'm like, how smart.
Because then you won't
get
have
so
the time
close to them that they can't even really
do a big swing.
Right. So smart. Yeah. And
so she just like rushed him.
Yeah. Instead of like trying to run, she rushed him.
Go girl.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if like I mentioned this, but she's like in her 50s.
Right.
At this point.
No, she's a little older.
Yeah.
And is tired.
And she's overweight, but not over life.
Maybe that helped so she could just like get a running start and bowl him over.
I'm so impressed with her.
Stay a little chubby out there, girls.
Right? It might help you. I know. Yeah. But as she moved closer, she was actually able to, and again, I don't think I could do this. I don't think I'd have the courage, but she got her hands around his throat.
Oh,
she just like went for the most vulnerable part, which I guess they probably teach you in self-defense class.
Self-defense class.
So she grabbed his throat and began choking him.
Perfect.
And as they were like face to face almost, she said, "You're not going to kill me in my own home."
Yeah, I'm about to kill you.
I'm like, girl.
Dang.
And she said, he replied saying, "You're strong."
Yep.
Yeah.
You regretted your decision?
The only thing he said to her was, "You're strong."
I'd be like, thanks.
Thank you so much. But
so I'm going to gouge your eyes out now.
But it kind of creeped her out because he said it as if he was like almost excited that she was fighting back.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I take it back.
Yeah. And in that moment, she knew for sure that this was not an accident or a robbery. This man was here to kill her.
Yep.
And she thought it probably was not the first time that he had killed someone. Like, she just felt like his
Jesus.
energy
Yeah.
and his almost excitement. She's like, this can't be the first time
Not the first one
that he's done
but
this.
we're going to be the last that you try for sure.
So at one point, Susan was able to get the hammer away from him.
Nice.
So as she was like choking him, I guess he kind of loosened his grip. So she got it, and she actually was able to strike him 3 or 4 times. And she said her dad always taught her that if you're ever going to hit somebody with a hammer, do it with the claw end.
Yes.
Because it'll hurt more.
Yep.
So she remembered to turn it around and get him with the claw end.
In that moment, she's just like, she's firing on all cylinders. She's like, I remember everything that I learned in every class that I've ever.
It's
would
amazing.
just be like,
well, and that's the thing is like
hovering in the corner.
Right. But and then I think like, well, she's an ER nurse. She has to do that every day. She has to be able to think through the stress.
You're right.
And
that's exactly why.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Well, there's the survivor tale for a reason.
Yeah. She was able to hit him a few times, but she lost grip of the hammer. So she was like, I think he's injured enough, and she ran.
Good.
But unfortunately, he was not down for long and quickly caught up to Susan down the hallway.
Okay.
He began to he turned her around and began to punch her in the face, which I'm like, okay, that's rude.
Yeah.
First of all.
Damn.
And also, you don't seem very smart because you have a hammer in your hand.
Right. Well, great. Fine.
No,
we love stupid. Yeah.
You're
sure.
You dumb.
We do little rubber gloves.
Idiot. So he ended up knocking her to the ground in this. But of course, again, she's not going down without a fight. So she's on the ground, on her back, looking around because she's like, I need to find a weapon.
Surveying the scene.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which again, I'm amazed. And the only thing she saw was a phone jack.
Great.
But it was not close enough for her to be able to get to a phone.
Okay.
And that wasn't really going to help her in the moment anyways. But in this, because what, is she going to call 911 while she's being beaten with a hammer?
Wait for 10 minutes for them to get there.
So, but she did start screaming for her neighbor, Joe, just hoping that he would hear her.
Right.
And then as she looked kind of back up to her attacker as all this is going on, she kind of saw him raise the hammer above his head. And she was like, there's no way I'm going to survive.
I can't let him hit me.
There's no way I'm going to survive another blow. So again, thinking so quickly, she grabbed his feet and brought him to the ground with her.
Holy shit.
She is
she clotheslined him.
Yeah. She's on the ground. And keep in mind, she's been hit in the face and the head.
Multiple times.
Right.
Oh.
But she's not giving up.
No.
So she grabs his legs, brings him down to the ground with her.
Hope he hit his head.
Yeah, right. And using her self-defense knowledge, she was getting him.
Okay.
So it was a pretty fair fight on the ground.
Nice.
So she began to punch and bite him anywhere that she could.
Perfect.
She got him on the arms, side, thigh, back, and she even bit his genitalia.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
I've never been more excited.
I'm so proud of her.
Wow.
She was biting him everywhere.
Right. Because she's like, if something happens, they're going to know you were in a fight.
Well, so she said, one, she was doing it just to try to make him let go of the hammer.
Right.
And the second thought that went through her mind was if he did kill her, she'd be leaving behind marks that could hopefully help police identify him. Which I'm like, girl.
I love her.
And in the same thought, as she's biting him, she's also trying to reach into his pockets, searching for anything that she could toss down the hallway or into a room that could help lead police to her killer. So she's like,
she's got some extra time.
I'm like
searching through his pockets,
biting him, trying to reach in pockets just to see maybe she could throw a wallet.
Who is this woman?
She's a superhero. I don't know.
I'm so impressed right now. I've never heard a story as good as this.
I'm obsessed with her.
You. Okay.
Yeah. And I just
Did she find anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, but
dang girl. Yeah. So
good job.
After this, she kind of comes to the realization that she's not going to be able to get the hammer away from him.
Okay.
So she needs to become the weapon.
We're going to adapt and overcome is what we're doing.
That's what Susan says.
Yeah. She's like, I don't got to, okay, I know I'm not getting the hammer. What's next? Yeah. Don't cry about it. Next thing.
She said, I'm maybe overweight, but I'm not over life. Okay.
I know we talk about this all the time, but can we please put that on a t-shirt?
Yes.
We need merch.
That's my favorite thing I've ever heard.
Yes.
We might have to give Susan some royalties, and I'm fully on board
Absolutely.
with that.
Yep.
So she was able to climb onto his back, and she put him in a chokehold.
Perfect. Great.
Again, I don't know how this sassy woman got him.
50-year-old woman.
She got him facing down.
Uh-huh.
Because I think he was trying to protect his genitals.
Yeah.
And so he kind of flipped.
And she was like, perfect.
And it pounced.
Got him.
Yeah. So she has him in a chokehold.
Perfect.
And if none of this sounded like a movie already, this next part sounds like it's right out of a badass spy movie. So Susan had him in a sleeper hold, and she screamed, "Who sent you here?"
Who sent you? Like she's gonna go track down the guy who ordered the hit after she kills this one. She's gonna go like Liam Neeson it.
Yes.
Like, who sent you? Is Susan in the FBI or the CIA?
She needs to be.
Is she? My
She-
God.
I mean, this is like the best.
It's so loud, but I've never been happier in my life.
It's the best vision that I've ever had of
Who
this.
sent you?
Who sent you here? And then she told him that if he told her, she would stop and call him a fucking ambulance. She said, "Just tell me and I'll get you a fucking ambulance."
She wasn't really going to. She was lying to him. I feel that in my heart.
I just,
Yes.
I'm obsessed with her.
I love that she's like, I'll get you an ambulance, you little baby.
Yeah.
When he's there to kill her.
I know. I'm like,
Oh my God.
this
She's the most badass woman I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
She's like, "I won't kill you if you told me who sent you."
He's also a very bad hitman.
He's not very good at this.
You definitely have to give the money back.
Oh my gosh. Susan, I love you. I hope you listen to this. So she thought maybe during all of this that she was maybe holding his throat a little too hard.
Oh, so he couldn't respond. Oopsie, you can't say anything.
So she like let up a little bit just to like let him speak. Susan!
Okay, did he say anything?
No, of course,
Okay.
this piece of crap didn't say anything.
Okay.
He instead tried to like buck Susan off him.
Not
like he was
today,
able to get a breath, so he was like, "Ugh."
No, Susan's going right back in.
Oh yeah. Oh well, seeing that he was not going to give up until he killed her, she did the only thing she could do.
Kill him.
She tightened her grip and put her full weight onto his throat until he went unconscious.
Overweight, but not over life, girl.
So you got to use that to your advantage.
Yes.
I need to
Stay chubby.
Susan, where did you take your self-defense class and how do I sign up?
Yes, I'm in.
Yes. So as soon as she felt him go limp,
No, you got to keep on it for a little bit.
he went pretty hard out.
Okay.
Yeah. She was pretty sure. I mean, she's a nurse.
Oh, like he was dead? She was pretty sure he was dead? Or
No,
just
she was
passed out.
She was pretty sure he'd like gone out.
Okay.
Yeah. And she wasn't sure, but she was like, "This is my moment." So she grabbed the hammer, which
Yes.
again, so smart to think of because she was like, the last time he came back
chased
at
down.
me. Yeah. So she grabbed the hammer and she ran to her neighbors.
Okay.
When they came to the door, she said, "Please call 911. I was just attacked by a man in my home. I might have killed him."
Listen, it's not for sure. But there could be a dead body in my house.
She's like,
Can you please call 911?
just what?
tell them to hurry.
What a badass. And I like, this is like the worst thing that's ever happened to her.
Right.
But like, she nailed it
Yeah.
in the absolute worst moment of her life. She stepped up.
When I grow up, I want to be like Susan.
I want to be Susan.
like, yes.
And to be like, there, just need to warn you, there might be a dead body in my house. But
Don't be alarmed. He did try to kill
it
me
is what it
first.
is. Yeah. So in the 15 minutes that had passed between Susan returning home from work and having her whole life changed, 15 minutes happened. So this whole attack
That's a long time to be
15 minutes.
fighting for your life.
That's true. That's very
That's a
true.
long time.
Yeah. Well, she knows you have to apply pressure for a little
A
while.
while.
Yeah. It's not like she was like, oh, he maybe stopped.
Right.
Like she knew.
Well, because she knows he could just play,
Yeah.
right? Like we've talked about that before. Just play dead.
Yeah.
No, we're going a couple more minutes.
Yeah. Susan, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
So I do want to just like mention here, so we don't breeze by it, how much happens in this 15 minutes, because it amazes me. She was able to keep her wits about her. She thought about her training, being able to get the hammer away from him, not letting him have a chance to get on top of her and swing the hammer. She thought about biting him, not only as a weapon, but to leave DNA evidence. She also was able to think of trying to find something identifiable in his pockets to toss and leave for police in case he was able to kill her.
Yep.
Like, that's insane.
No,
So much
in
happened.
15 minutes.
So much happened in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, just, I want to be in her brain
Right.
in that 15 minutes.
Like it would shock me if like a trained like Navy SEAL could make that happen.
Yeah. But then
But she was like, got it.
yeah, and it really, like, hearing her talk about that, it gives me so much respect for these ER nurses.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you think about it, like, they have to do that all the
All
time
day,
to
every
be able
day.
to juggle all those thoughts and, like, save people's lives. Like, in this moment, she's just a nurse saving her own life.
Yeah.
Incredible. And, like, no way did this man think that this
Was going to fight back
overweight
like this.
woman in her 50s was going to put up a fight.
Go, Susan.
You know, like,
He was like, this will be easy.
He probably
Couple
thought,
whacks to the head, she'll be done.
yeah, this is going to be the easiest thing.
No.
And so just, we stand Susan. She's an inspiration and a
Yes.
badass.
Yes.
Love you, Suze. Okay. So police arrived quickly and they found the man in the hallway, just as Susan had said. They cautiously approached the would-be killer, checked his vitals, and confirmed he was deceased.
Yes.
So
Yes.
a man had...
I mean, sorry.
you know.
But, like, that is a motherfucker that deserves it. Go, Susan.
Go, Susan. I wrote here, a man had come into Susan's home with the intent to kill her, but she flipped the script and saved her own life.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
She,
moving on.
yeah,
Screw
she
that guy.
did say that she's not proud of her actions, but she also does not feel bad.
No.
Which, no, I think
It's
that...
literally her or him.
Right. So she said she's not proud that she killed somebody.
Right.
But she doesn't feel bad for doing
Yep.
it because she saved her own life. Yeah.
Yes.
She said she didn't choose to end that man's life.
No, he
she
did.
was simply saving her own.
He chose it.
Exactly.
I mean, that's honestly suicide at that point.
Right.
You go up against Susan?
There's a chance. Yeah. Right? And you know what, Susan? What a great example for other wannabe murders. There's always a possibility. Okay?
They could kill you.
Think about that.
Take a risk.
Not around Susan. But of course, she's such a kind person.
Right. Well, it's got to be devastating. Once, like,
It's devastating.
the adrenaline wears off, you're like, you took a human life.
Yeah.
And your whole job, your whole life is to save people.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So it was devastating for her. And she actually said that, like, her first thoughts when she found out for sure that he was dead was feeling sorrow for his family.
Right. Right, because he was a piece of shit. But his
Right.
family, everyone has family.
Everybody
Or
has somebody who
friends of
loves
somebody.
them.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what she thought of,
Yeah.
which I'm like, Susan,
Yeah.
you sweet, sweet lady. But also wrap your head around that. She's thinking about his family while she's being transported to the hospital,
For her head injury.
the very hospital that she works at,
Yeah.
to be treated for the attempted murder.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So her friend Helen arrived to the hospital quickly, and Susan's first words to her were, "Do you think Mike could have done this?"
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
at first,
I think it was Mike.
Helen was like, "I don't think so." But
So it wasn't Mike then, for
it
sure.
was, yeah, no, this was a stranger.
Okay.
She had never seen this man before.
got a little unkempt and grew his beard out.
No.
And, okay.
This was not Mike.
So we're thinking he hired somebody.
Oh, we gonna get there.
Ooh.
Yeah. So as Susan lay in the hospital bed being treated for her wounds, police were at her house trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
They found a bag that made it look like it could have been a burglary gone wrong. But interestingly enough, the only things in this bag of like value were a bunch of baseball cards and other sports memorabilia that would have only been important to Mike.
Mike. You got this guy killed, but you're like, make sure you get my sports cards.
Yeah. If you're going to make it look like a robbery,
Wait, just the sports cards.
grab those things.
Oh my gosh.
But nonetheless, the police couldn't rule out robbery as the motive at this point.
Okay.
So they quickly were moving to figure out who the intruder was.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, they're trying to track down Mike. And it seemed to be a little harder than they expected to find him.
Well, he was just at the beach, right?
Yeah, they couldn't find him.
Yeah. No, he dipped for sure.
Yeah, strange. But, and then as for the man in Susan's house, his identity was quickly uncovered. Okay. His name was Ed Haffey, and he was well known to police. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had actually just recently spent time in prison for his part in the murder of his girlfriend. Yeah.
So he did do it before.
Yeah.
He's killed.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I think in that case, he was like conspiracy to commit murder because he wasn't like the actual one who did it.
Jeez.
So I think he only got like 9 years,
Yeah. Well, then you fucked with Susan.
which
and
is, crazy.
good luck.
But still, they don't know where Mike is or how he and Ed Haffey might be connected.
Right.
So they still haven't figured all that out. The next day, Susan and Helen were allowed to return to the house together to grab some things for Susan.
I think you got to sell the house.
Well, she's like, I just need to get some things.
Right.
To get through
Right.
this part of it. And also, like, you don't know if anybody else is after you. You need to be somewhere safe.
Yes.
But while they were packing, Helen saw a backpack that she knew did not belong there. They turned the backpack into police, and inside they found Ed Haffey's diabetes medication. Because if you're going to go murder, just be sure you got
You got your insulin. JIC.
he also had some snacks, just in case, his blood sugar dipped.
My God. What kind of hitman is this, girl?
Not a good one, because there was also an envelope and his day planner in his little backpack there.
Yeah, you take your day planner with you to the hit, for sure.
Yeah. As for why the police didn't find this backpack, I'm assuming maybe it was in a part of the house that they
didn't go in.
didn't check.
Yeah.
It was probably away from where the actual incident happened.
Right.
I don't know. But I do know that it was lucky that Helen spotted it because it blew the case wide open.
Ooh.
I mean, I feel like they would have got there
would've-
pretty
yeah.
quickly, but this helped because the envelope in the backpack had the name Mike and a phone number underneath it.
I wonder who that belongs to.
It just so happened to be Mike Kuhnhausen's number.
Kuhnhausen!
Stupid. How
What an idiot.
dumb do you have to be? They also found an entry in Ed Haffey's planner for 2 days before the incident that said, "Call Mike, get note."
Like the note that was on the door?
Maybe.
I guess.
Maybe. Who knows?
That's the worst.
But yeah.
Okay.
So, and then police were also able to figure out how Mike and Ed knew each other. And it was from Mike hiring Ed to do janitorial work at one of the adult shops.
Yep.
So, like, Mike,
They're
that's
going to
pretty
track
easy,
you. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yikes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but I want to know why. Do we
Yeah.
find Mike?
Well, we're getting there. Okay. So if Ed Haffey's job was to kill his wife and make it look like a burglary, and he had to take some possessions, why not bring Mike's most prized possessions while he was at it? And that also helped them to connect Mike and Ed. So that was like another layer that they used. Sorry.
Okay.
I was thinking about the sports memorabilia
What's
and the
happening?
bag. Yeah. I skipped a sentence. So it also made sense now why there was a bag packed with Mike's sports memorabilia cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's all pointing to Mike.
Right. All signs glowingly pointing to Mike.
Yeah. No one else.
Yeah.
But they still had one issue.
Okay.
Where the hell is Mike?
Mike is underground.
And why is it so hard to find him? So when they checked his father's house to see if maybe he had like returned there or, was just there, they did find a suicide note for Mike. It said something like twice, I have tried to be loved and I fucked it up, or something like that.
I feel so bad for you.
Shockingly, 9 days went by.
Okay.
9 days before they were able to track him down.
Okay.
But lo and behold, where do you think he was?
He was in one of the stores.
No, he was right where he told Susan he would be. He was at the beach.
Did they not check the beach?
20 miles away.
Guys, check the beach.
He was at the beach.
There was a note.
Yeah. So, okay, Mike. When they finally had him in custody now, they obviously had some questions for him.
Did they pull the whole, I'm sorry to tell you this.
No.
Your wife was attacked.
No.
And he's like, oh my gosh.
No, they're like, Mike, where the hell you been?
Yeah. Okay. Straight to it. Ed's dead. Okay.
Yeah. And Mike is a dumbass. Yeah. So he did admit that he had been to Susan's house that day to leave his goodbye note, or AKA
his suicide note?
His alibi note.
Oh.
Gone to the beach.
Right.
So he confirmed that he was there that day. And he also confirmed that he did have access to her house and knew the security code.
Yeah.
Didn't really think much of it when he said it, but to police, this is major.
Yeah.
Because the alarm was on.
Right.
When Susan got home.
They set the alarm.
And the door was locked.
Yep.
So someone had to have had access to the house.
Yep.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is not good for Mike at all, but just keep burying yourself, I guess.
He also shockingly admitted with no hesitation that he knew Ed Haffey.
Well, yeah, he hired him.
Yeah, I know that guy. Not that they really needed him to admit it, but they were like, bro.
Helps. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. But then after admitting to all this, he claimed he had no part in the plot to kill his wife.
Bold strategy.
Bold, yeah. Right. And he also never once asked how Susan was, or what happened.
Oh, so did he think that she was dead?
No.
Oh, he just didn't ask.
He didn't ask. He just didn't even bring. Is she okay?
Weird.
What happened? So you look real guilty.
Yeah,
you look so guilty. And yeah, the whole time he really just seemed to be more worried about himself than Susan at all.
Or even Ed. Did he ask about Ed?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And so that doesn't make sense, right, Mike? If you're so shocked by this, you had no part in this, wouldn't you, have some concern for Susan?
Or just a question.
Just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the 9 days after the attack, he never once, called anyone to check on her, try to find out what happened. It was all over the news.
Yes.
Right? So... yeah, you had 9 days. Yes. Right. I think you were just hoping not to get found. Well, here, I wrote what my opinion is on what was happening there with Mike in this situation. Okay. So what I think happened, my opinion.
In my humble opinion.
My opinion. Mike never heard back from Ed. So he knew something was wrong. Right. And he probably panicked. I think he wrote the suicide note in a panic, thinking maybe Ed had ratted him out or something like that. So he was going to off himself.
Okay.
That's what I think. But then he found out maybe through the news or something that Ed was dead.
I see.
But Susan had survived.
So well, what do I do now?
Right. So then he's remembering, I set up my beach alibi. So I got to get there.
Let's go back to the beach.
Yeah. So I think those first few days, maybe he wasn't at the beach, but then he was oh God, I got to get down to the beach.
Yep.
So I'm thinking maybe that's how they missed him.
I see.
They looked there first.
Right.
And so he went to the beach and he tried to disappear, but couldn't quite stay off the radar. And that's when he got caught.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess too, he wasn't really thinking about what happens if something goes wrong, because he didn't have money to go anywhere or any kind of exit strategy.
We got the one plan and no deviation have been accounted for.
He also was not thinking Susan had it in her.
Right. Meanwhile, Susan's thinking 20 steps ahead. Susan's just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Never Susan.
Nope. I'm Mike, how did you not see this badass woman.
Right.
You crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eventually Mike would take a plea deal.
Of course.
And he pled guilty to solicitation of murder. But let's ask why he did this.
Yeah,
right?
please.
We haven't really discussed that.
I mean, why? Yeah, why go off the deep end?
Yeah.
Why
did she have to die?
Right.
So pretty much everyone agrees that Mike was troubled. He probably had been for a long time.
Right.
Susan was fed up, had separated their finances, and was living in the house. He was living with his father, I think, for a little bit. But I think what people didn't know is right around the time that she was about to go through with the divorce, he lost his job.
Oh.
And I think his father was like,
you got to get out.
done with him.
Yeah.
So he didn't have a job and he didn't have a place to live.
Oh. Just
Yeah.
the beach.
And now he didn't have even access to Susan's money because she separated their bank accounts.
Yep.
So he had nothing at that point. He also didn't want to split everything in a divorce. So yeah, he was trying to think of like how to make that not happen. And he didn't want another failed marriage.
Right. So
Yeah.
just kill her.
So yeah, he thought if she died before the divorce, none of that would happen. He would get to
Right.
inherit the house and her money.
Yeah.
And he
Life
wouldn't,
insurance
yeah,
policy.
he wouldn't have another divorce on his
Right.
record. So he offered Ed Haffey, a known criminal, $50,000 to murder Susan.
Jesus.
And he paid him half
How did
in
he
the
have
beginning.
half?
I don't know.
Did he steal it from her?
I have no clue. I think
He had to have stolen that money somewhere.
somewhere, but
Somehow.
it was something that also like came up later and was kind of used in the whole trial. Was people kind of were clued into something like Ed Haffey was doing something because he started paying back his debts.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what did you sign up
Yeah.
for?
And I think one person even testified saying like Ed had said he was running some kind of like insurance scam or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dumb. But it helped catch him. So who cares? So another thing I put here is this coward chose to try and end her life because he was greedy and selfish. He couldn't just take the break and walk away.
Right.
Mike,
Psycho.
you're a terrible person and I hate you. But for his selfish acts, he received a 10-year sentence in 2007.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's it?
It always, yeah. And I think that's like a pretty average sentence that you can get for
Solicitation.
yeah. But I'm just like,
Should be life.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I feel. But during Susan's impact statement, victim impact statement.
Well, I am sat for
Oh,
this
yes.
impact statement. Hold on, let me get comfy because I know
Being
this is going to be
The
good.
Susan that she was, she looked straight at Mike and said, "At least if I had thought you deserved to die, I would have had the balls to do it myself." No notes.
No notes.
Pop off, queen.
She would have. Susan's like, I'll take your ass out.
Absolutely would have. She was like, "My only regret is that it wasn't you."
Yes. Yes.
Ugh.
Go, Susan.
She is such a badass.
She's like, but
love
I
her.
still got time. So try and fuck with me again.
Try me again. She also brought a civil suit against Mike for her medical costs and emotional distress.
Yep.
She said her goal in suing him was to make sure that he had no money left to try and hire another hitman to
Nice.
take her out.
Right.
Yeah. She's like, "I don't need the money. I don't want the money. I don't want him
But
to
I
have
don't
the
want
money."
you to have money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she won?
Yeah. The courts awarded her $53,700 for medical expenses
Great.
and a 11-to-1 agreement that she deserved $1 million for emotional distress.
I mean, I would have upped it a little bit.
I mean, she knew he was never gonna.
No, but that will make sure he's making
never-
payments to her for the rest of his life.
He never has a cent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
But in 2014, Mike was up for release early after earning 2 years off for good behavior.
Ew.
So he didn't even,
Do his full sentence.
which
I
is
hate that.
bullshit.
I hate it.
Yeah. So I think that any violent crime, anything with like rape, murder, assault, attempted murder, solicitation of murder. There should be no time off for good behavior.
No.
I don't give a fuck what a model prisoner you are.
Right.
You should
You're
have
a bad person.
required to do your time.
Yep.
That will never make sense to me. Yeah. But before you get too upset,
Too late.
I'm going to give a huge shout out to the universe because it was not going to let this man out of jail.
Okay.
3 months before his scheduled release, Mike Kuhnhausen died in prison from cancer.
Yes.
Go universe.
Hope it was terrible.
Yeah. I tried to get you a little bit there.
You did.
Yeah.
It's like, no, don't let him out. But then cancer swooped in.
Yeah. Stupid prison was going to let him out, but cancer was like, nope.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yay.
In 3 months. So he knew he was getting out.
Yeah.
So he got sick and he was like, please just let me. Not that he would have had any money to fight the cancer on the outside, but.
Shouldn't have done all that smoking and caffeine.
Right. Ooh.
Susan
She
tried to
tried to
warn
help.
you. She tried to help you. But yeah, so he never got out of prison.
Good. Died in prison.
Yeah. And it is important to note that Susan filed for divorce. Like, it actually went through like the day after Mike went to prison. So
Okay, great.
Yeah. Or she filed like the day after, sorry, not when he went to prison, the day after he got arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she got
So she was separated.
separated,
fully
divorced,
separated,
and she changed her name back to her maiden name, which is why I'm like, I'm going to call her Susan Walters, and I'm never going to call her Susan
Kuhnhausen.
evil last name, Kuhnhausen. So, yeah, I did want to talk about her life like a little bit after all of this. So it wasn't easy at first going back to normal life.
Right.
Obviously, she was scared every time she left her house, and she actually took different routes.
Yeah.
Like to her house and back to work, just because she was worried that maybe somebody was following her. She said, he got 10 years, but I got a life sentence.
Yep.
I will always have to live with the fact that someone tried to have me murdered and that I had to end someone's life. That will never go away. So she struggled for a little while, but she continued to work as an ER nurse, and she actually started sharing her story to help other survivors of domestic abuse and to spread the importance of knowing self-defense.
Yes.
She would go around and say, this is why it's really important to know how to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Do it. Yes.
We'll do
So
a class.
we love Susan, and I have to think her life got better after he died.
Yes.
Because probably she wasn't
She stopped looking over her shoulder as much.
as scared. And I think she did not only like with his family, I think she was fine with his family. I think she had actually connected with somebody from Ed Haffey's family too.
Oh.
And got some closure
Okay.
from that.
Yeah.
So I think she was able to move on.
Good.
So yeah, that's the story of Susan Walters. And I do want to say at the end here, as like always, but especially when we cover stories like this, it's important to share. If you or anybody that you know is suffering from domestic abuse, please reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE, or that is 1-800-799-7233. And we're also going to link the National Domestic Violence Hotline website in our show notes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's it.
That was what a treat that
We
story was.
Love Susan.
Like, you know, a lot of the stories we have are like pretty bummer stories.
Right.
Like, they don't have happy endings.
Yeah.
This one is probably the happiest ending we've had so far.
Yeah, well, because the only person who dies
Is the bad guy.
is the bad guy.
Yeah, the bad guy doesn't ever die, usually.
Right. The bad guy dies, and then the other bad guy dies in
Got
prison.
his karma.
So, yeah,
And
that's why I was like,
Susan's
you're going to love this story.
coming up on top.
And we love Susan so much.
That was a good one. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, the vibes may have been a little off in that story.
But here with us, the vibes are always on.
Nailed it.
Bye,
Love ya.
everyone. Love
Bye.
ya. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or YouTube.
You can also find us on Instagram at The Vibes Were Off, TikTok at The Vibes Were Off Podcast, or good old-fashioned email at thevibeswereoff@gmail.com.